Welcome to my channel, I'm Bea. My channel is about art journaling, mixed media, collage, assemblage and anything else that sparks my interest. Now enjoy my video. Hi all! Welcome to the prompt for my Facebook group Bea's Mixed Media and More Friendly Mailart postcard. As usual, you will find the link to the group down below, and there is also the prompt paper as a PDF file in the file section. Now the 5 points or 5 hearts are: use one of the weekly budget-friendly backgrounds. For those who don't know, it's the other series around every Monday, and you can use any of the budget-friendly backgrounds. It's not limited just to this month's backgrounds. The second heart is add some stencil work. The third is put a bird on it. And the fourth is add a word or a quote. And the fifth, send your postcard out to somebody you like some of your friends, some of your family, somebody from the Facebook group. Just send it out with a little hello to anyone you would like. So with no further ado, let's dive into. Okay. Use a weekly background. So I decided I'm gonna do a background with magazine parts. So I'm looking for some greenish stuff, if I can, like something like that. And I just strip it out. And here we have more green. Maybe we have another variation of green somewhere, like something like that. Oh, I like that. Do we have something else? No, I don't think so. So now I'm gonna make me little pieces. And I don't like cut edges, so I'm gonna do teared edges. That I don't need, and I don't want any text. So I probably don't need the whole pile I have here. The card is rather small. It's, by the way, a standard 4x6. It's from those watercolor blank postcards, but you can use anything you want. I mean, there's mixed media paper. Just use a little bit of a heavier paper. I'm going to use Mod Podge to glue it on. Again, you can use gel medium, you can use matte or gloss, whatever you have on hand. And maybe even some watered down glue would work too. Also, it is easier to work on the mediums than on the watered down glue. So I do have a straight edge here, but it doesn't bother me because I'm gonna put it up right onto the edge. And I do cover the paper pieces with the Mod Podge too. By the way, I'm working on a non-stick surface, so if you work on your good dining table, I recommend adding some plastic before. So it is dry and I have some overhang, and I usually just file it back. I find it much easier than cutting on a straight edge. I'm not really good in cutting straight edges. So if I file it just along the paper, I'm flush with the postcard or the watercolor paper. So I usually just can pull it off then. So the next step is to use some stencil work. And I was thinking about some yellows and so that I don't waste too much paint, I'm gonna put it on here and dabbing it from here, and at the end I have very colorful paper which I might use in some artwork. And I'm gonna mix the two yellows just because I can. And I'm still not sure whether I want it like that in two pieces or just, I think I'm going to do it in two. Now I'm going to turn it around and try to match it here somewhat. Forget it. Well, sometimes you have an idea and then you figure out, okay, that doesn't work. I think I'm gonna go a second time in with some red. I'm missing the red or the purple. Decided for orange instead. So far we had our weekly budget-friendly background, we had some stencil work. Now put a bird on it. I will have this bird as a PDF file in my free member area for www.beagroup.com, as again the link will be down below. So what I do is I'm gonna trace it on some music sheet. And how I do it, there are several ways how you can do it. And of course, if you feel like you can also freehand a bird, don't feel obligated to use this bird. So when you have printed it out, you can simply go on the back side with the graphite pencil, because I know you can't see it through the camera, but I can see the lines. They are shimmering through, so I know where the lines are on the front side of the paper, so I go all along the lines with the graphite. The other version would be get some of those tracing papers. They come in all kind of colors, so there are several ways how you can do it. But the thing with the graphite pencil, I always have it handy. And then I select the section where I want my body, and then I simply go over the lines. Maybe you peek through, and I know you can't see it, but it is there. Maybe I can zoom you even more in. Ah, you still can see it. Okay, just you have to trust me, they are there. For you to see it better, and I like it anyway. I like the illustrative look of the black lines. I'm gonna go along with the black marker that happened to be an Pigma. Can be a Sharpie pen. I mean, you even could use a ballpoint pen, doesn't matter. In fact, I don't gonna do the feet. I'm gonna draw them directly onto the background. I don't need to make my life more complicated with cutting out those tiny little pieces. As usually, I'm gonna cut it out roughly and then go in with more precise. So I need to make room for my quote, and I want to use that's one of those canvas core Brabants. Spring is here, which I think would be nice here. So I put it more sideways, or maybe I put it over here. And also you have to decide which way you want the card. I could put it up here and put the bird on long legs. Well, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So play around with the arrangement until you are happy. Again, I'm gonna use Mod Podge to glue it down. I'm just gonna use my fingers. But of course you could use a brush or a spatula. But sometimes fingers are always there. You don't have to look for them. So, and I also go over the bird and just make sure that it is really down. And then I have to let it dry again. So now I want the bird to give a little bit of color, and for that I'm gonna use the Jane Davenport markers. There are several brands out there with water-soluble filled water brushes. They're very well pigmented, so I just want a light coat, so I'm gonna use it with the water tank brush so I can spread it out a bit. Oh, sorry, you can't see it. So that's what I have so far. Okay, again it has to dry and then I will be back. Now to make the bird stand out a little bit more, I'm gonna use just a tiny bit of gesso, and I'm gonna use it with the water brush just to thin it down. I just need a little bit of white around the bird. Okay, now while this is drying, I'm gonna work on my quote or sentiment or whatever you want to call it. And I'm gonna put it on some white paper because I'm pretty sure if I put it directly on here, it's gonna disappear. So I'm gonna use this "Spring is Here" and hopefully it works. Okay, let's see. And I need one of those sticks. Here they are. So I'm gonna go along the lines again because I did obliterate them a bit with the Jane Davenport markers, and I really want them to stand out. And for that you have to be sure that your background is dry, otherwise you're gonna ruin your pens. Now it's time for the legs. So I make a sort of a triangle. I make 2 triangles. Now I also want to go along the border with a black marker, just like that look, but that's optional. Now to add some white to the eye, just to make it pop a little bit more. Here we go. And I'm actually going to grab the white and the black Posca pen for some splatters. So some splatters with the Posca pens, but I want to cover up the bird a little bit. I don't want it on the bird per se. And I'm gonna put that aside too. I don't want splatters there either. Okay. Well, that was enough. Okay, my last step is to add my quote, or my second last step, but I even want the quote to have some black outlines, so I'm going to go along the edges, and because it is a teared edge, it actually takes it very nice. Not just a harsh line, but more of a raggedy line. And I think this time I'm going to use some glue. No, I'm going to use Mod Podge because the thing with the Mod Podge, it gets like a plasticky film over it, so it's a little bit protected, and that's a simple computer paper, so I'd rather prefer to have it a little bit protected, which wouldn't be with the glue. That was way more than what I need. Okay, just put it everywhere. Okay, something like that. Yeah, I think that's looking good. So my card is done. The only thing I'm gonna do, I have printed myself some bags. I did put it on some self-adhesive labels, you know, the whole big sheets, and that's what I'm gonna put on the backside, because my backside, well, this one is actually not too bad. I had worse backsides than this one, so I like to cover it up. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you soon somewhere online. And if you follow the prompts and do something, I would really love to see some of the works you do. Why don't you consider putting it up, posting it on the Facebook group Bea's Mixed Media and more. See you soon!